call me fuego. 93 like me. Fire in the sheets, spending summers on the seats. Quedo, no way home. Better life on the day.
Thank you very much, James. Yes, indeed, the final match, Martin. It is Erangel, it's the grassy pastures, it's the map we all know and love, and you got one more opportunity to do it. Again, we're in this double elimination forward, so if you don't finish this and you don't come up on top, then you're not out of it. You do have another set, another best of 10, should I say, to be able to qualify in that top 8. But for now, we open up, Martin. It's a pretty steady flight path for every team.
Yeah, this is a good one. Pretty much straight across the map from northeast to southwest, easy peasy, enabling all the teams basically to get into their spots. And doing this one in the circle, we have seen no tendencies like in general when the playing path is this open, there's nothing you can predict from this. We have our tendencies, you know, when it goes over or hits military island, that sometimes there's a bigger chance it's going to be there, and we see teams and you know, adapt to that as well. If it starts over and flies over in the military island general, we see, you know, 3-4 teams go there. First of all, because they're not able to go to the usual spot, but also second of all, the tendency of it. But this one here is very unpredictable. It could go anywhere. It's going to go north. It's going to be a Stalber, hard Stalber circle. Meanwhile, we see some shots coming out from DA onto VP. With his Uber shooting on his countryman, putting some pressure onto VP. And yeah, this is apparently DA's compound. The J compound. It's Uber's. And he's already gotten an AK and an M4 with a 4X, so he's off to a good start. That's okay. I like that.
Zone towards the central side. For all teams that are playing on the outskirts, extremities, everywhere they go now, he's going to have teams in abundance. Rise and win. They hit the one shack that we'll see DA holding for now. Mikas has fallen. Different team altogether. Outside, one of them. Cover also falling. 14 trying to set up the last stand. Pixel outside of the window. Finds the Pixel, finds the one player, and down he goes instantly. So, Rise and win. It comes down to Elska to try and hold the line. Mixed his Uber. Wait a minute, Clib. That's a 1-2, thank you. So, Liquid getting the job done. Jimbo's there for the cleanup. Where's that fight happening? What are they trying to take control of?
They are taking the warehouse. They were in a 2-2 split with them, and honestly, these are the two best spots right now. And I would have expected someone to breach. So they're getting breached on both sides. They're going to lose 2 of them. Super well defended by Pixel and Stylus here. Shots coming in. Connecting a little bit. Shots. Oh, that's a little footsie right there. Let's get finds sidestep. In the 2v1. Oh, Mika's going to find Silas. Pixel left alone. Utility being committed. And it looks like... Oh, Pixel's going to find Elska as well. He's been hit by the Muddy though. That's unfortunate for them. Down to 1 player after holding the 2 best compounds. And that's what the greedy 2-2 split gets you. You're always going to be breached if you're holding the top 2 spots inside the square. Pixel's going to find Global Army. Nice shots. Taking fights on both sides. And Mikas is also going to help that. He's going to finish off the kill. And Not Fair is joining this one.
I'm totally fine with this. You know, try and strike while you're in a very weakened position. But ultimately... Up in the loft, it's going to be Pixel, the monster straight on the stairwell, holds it for now, one of them will fall, and ultimately all 3 of these teams have just been damaged by this one house and everyone committing to the cause. For Not Fair, there's a 4th team, okay, well, all the Finns just want to get involved here, don't they? Straight into the back of it, the smokes are already set. The door is open. ENCE will try and strike this, but the question is, do they realize where Rise and Win will be holding point? Do they realize there are players towards the backside containers? And even more question is, do they know how many is still alive inside? You've got the guy in the loft.
No
Pixel
way.
still doing damage onto 2 of them. Digital Athletics will go down in 16th while this is all going on. Pixel finally removed and his life is expended. The question is, can ENCE keep 4 players up?
No
if
way.
they get the resuscitation, this would be formidable. Rise and Win with a 2-man army still keeps going. Diggory, 1 more falls and my word. This little compound on it.
Oh,
he's hit him! He's actually hit him! He's only gone and done him, so he'll be forced back for all but a second, and this gives opportunity for ENCE to try and stabilize. But Martin, they are all upstairs. They are all in the loft just hiding.
This is one of the most insane crashes I've ever seen. Istanbul Wildcats, they're sniffing it out. Are they joining as well? No, they're taking the compound. They're small buff for that one. That's fine. There's still 4. There's 5 players below. This house, no way. No way. This is insane. I've never seen something as crazy as this. This grandma house is absolutely stacked right now. There's 4 players up on the loft. It's ENCE. There's 3 players in the kitchen downstairs. That's not fair. And 2 players of Rise and Win outside. There's 9 players in this house right now. It's obviously a very centered location right now, so I'm completely fine with it. But this is, oh, look at 2 there, 4 aggressive.
Look at the smokes keep going. It's just, oh, it's just an abyss downstairs. I mean, get the architect in while you're up there. Tell me about your loft conversion. What paint you're going to be using? What kind of items do you want to be putting up? I mean, you've got this window. It could do with something there. Maybe, I don't know, maybe a nice clock to try and cover it up. You know what? Instead, we'll actually use it as a little hole to be able to try and find out what's going on. But with how much smokes are downstairs, Squeaky just goes barreling in. He's on fire, taken down. Diggory also falls. This is just complete madness and utter carnage. All this for one tiny little compound. What on God's green earth? Why is everyone just committing towards this?
It is dead center, and I respect the send here. The 5-team breach into the Grandma Center house. It's fantastic. BSD with a nice nade. Oh, it's going to take him down. Tix is going to be found as well. That is ends out. They joined 4 guys. They're actually one of the teams to 3rd party or 4th party this one. Istanbul Wildcats is going to lose one. It's Tekker's taking Rupture down. Elskar's going to be found as well. Dot triple nade from Odin on to Istanbul Wildcats. Is not fair going to be the winner of this one. Mika's still alive as well. Istanbul Wildcats is the 5th party's youngest. They're eliminated. Luton is still in this one. Taking shots into the smokes. Can't see anyone. And Rid is still alive. 7 kills for not fair so far. And this has been an absolute mayhem.
This is the single messiest fight I think I have ever witnessed in PUBG. Like, everyone has just been sucked into this vortex, and it's mutual destruction for everyone else kind of watching. It's like, I don't know. What do you think? Well, I don't know. We'll just kind of stay away from it for now. We'll see with the next circle if it does pay off. And if throwing your body towards this compound was worth it, it keeps them in. It keeps them on the Snake Road for now. Rise and Win were the first team to push this. And Mikas, while he is down to 1 player, he has, however, outlived the rest of them. But when you're in a winner-takes-all scenario, the question is, was it worth it? Was it worth sending all of your players towards this? Because you don't need kills at this stage. You need placement. And all of those teams that sent it and booked it towards that compound, unfortunately, have paid the price. Last crew, more like last chance when we look towards the chicken dinner format. If they want to qualify, they have to win this, or if they at least want to qualify with skipping the best of 10. This would be the game to do it within. Heroic, another team that has been having a very difficult run and have only had 2 cracks at the whip. Beamy beams JCap straight across the battlefield and gives him a headache with the M24. Nexus, they will pull up one scatter. And unfortunately, they are met with full force. Rise and Win finally does go down. Kill still.
Nice trade.
Ultimately, I think, is he the last player alive? Oh, this is not going well. He's stuck inside the vehicle. Does answer back, but it's shut down instantly.
Holy, this has been an absolutely mayhem of a game here. Shots are coming in to try to flush. He's trying to hit. It's the small gap under the wall, and he's hit. It's Yord taking down Nuki with the 8x. He has 8 bullets and 2 spare flamey. That is nothing. Yord must be having more kills. 8x zeroing just to hit the small feeties on there. No way.
Please leave my ankles alone. Please leave my ankles alone. They're already broken.
He forgot to take the work boots on. James is going to find Tafu from Talents. This is a repentance from last game, taking down 2 of them. And the circle is obviously centered on the road, on the shack. This is a good reach. Or this is going to be insane. But we live again. Dante finding 1, finding 2. Nice shots, finding 3. Insane from Dante.
He's answering all the players as they arrive in the vehicles. VP ultimately will strike at distance, and Dante finally falls. You can see them bleeding out at the wayside. Koju T will be the last player standing. The smokes will go up. They'll be able to get Turbo back on his feet, I would have thought, once the smokes have expanded and bloomed. VP are watching all these antics go down. Just wonder what the hell is next on the chopping block. We'll still see the fight continue between Liquid and Talons up towards the top. And Apex, while they had a few shots here, there, and everywhere at the start of it, they're still eyeing up this next Liquid compound. That'll be their next task that they have to get in front of. Again, perpendicular to the circle, and everything we talk about is dependent on that. 10 seconds, and it will update, and we'll see where pretty much Because I've got to be honest, man, I want to say where our final fights will happen. Yes, we're only in phase 4, but I mean, look at the land that's playable. Around here, we are lacking hard cover. We are lacking compounds.
Yeah, so in general, this circle here, everything south of the road is just doomed because unless we see insane amounts of south shift for the next 3 circles, then we're looking that it's going to end around on the kind of uphill, but there's not a lot of cover. There's a few trees, a few rocks to play, so whoever is able to kind of join that the fight last, it's going to be the winner of that one. But you also have VP on the western side of things. It still has a compound in, so it's very likely that we're going to see Liquid and Apex and VP in the kind of midst of things towards the end game. Everyone south is going to have a really rough time getting into this one here, Sims.
Yeah, it's time to get in the vehicles and get gone. The main POV alive, but this one's now take 4. 1,
oh my
2,
God.
Third one. If he'd managed to get the spray transfer onto the last guy, that would have been just all 4 dead and collateral damage. I mean, don't get me wrong, he didn't go much further because VP saw the opportunity and took him down, but still, a good handle. And people are turning up to try and take control of that. We'll get back on the main head of the fight and what's happening now.
Yort?
He's got full HP. I'll have to take this. Surely they both know players inside. Surely Luke holding the angle. They go in. And the retrade's there. Be able to get the resuscitation, and that's why you always want to send 2 players in there. Eliminate the first one, so you can't get that flush. Again, not central. You know, when we're looking towards this, man, it's not the most central. Sorry, that was a bike going by in the distance. You probably heard it. Yeah, it's not the most central place in the world, but ultimately it's something, and that's again why everyone's going to try and take these small shacks because there's nothing else to really be playing for. And you know what? This is probably how you don't do it. You saw 2 players attack one inside rather than send them individually. That's the other end of the stick, right? And then John comes around, flushes him, and what a hold for Gen.
Super well executed by Bystanders with 2 guys alive. Obviously winning the 2 versus 1, but also lacking to commit here. Tekkers, they are into this one. Apex, oh, what a molly. Can he find him as well? Tekkers gonna find last screw. They're out in 8th. Now Simsi and Tekkers have the world ahead of them. They have to play out of this one here. He's gonna try to get some smokes, and he's stuck under the right wheel because the car is on top of the other car. So he's somewhat safe, but he needs to get with him with the smoke. So Liquid is pushing out. They're trying to take control of the north. They have successfully done so, and now putting on pressure onto VP. Bystanders in this situation here. That's the only viable option for them. But they're going to be going for a 1 car. This is unoptimal, I would say. Obviously, the amount of pressure coming in from multiple sides, they're going to have to be pushing Apex, and the amount of shots coming in from the west side or from VP, that's going to be rough. All right, smokes is found. Okay, they spotted Misi. They're going to keep him alive. I like that. They're enabling him to kind of put the pressure on to later. As long as he's playing, never mind. He's dead. Beam is taking down Misi. His bloodthirst for kills is unstoppable. He cannot even use him. Oh, no cover. Oh, where have you gone, car? Stay, please. We're going to move into some more cover behind them. When VP is still 4 guys strong, smokes are going to be used more. They have to use them carefully, though. Shots are coming in from Liquid. It's Clip finding more, but now they have 1 smoke and a car to play with for now.
And that's blind fire, man, and that's straight through the smokes. They've not seen them, so at the moment they're just peppering and getting damage off on it. I suppose the one thing we'll kind of call into play here is that you do have 2 sniper rifles on this roster. If they can get some sort of a knock, like they've already done on Batulins, it quietens VP down. If they can get a quick scope, maybe potentially to the side of Liquid, it quietens them down. So the marksmen really need to, you know, play for their full worth here. Apex has descended probably, I mean, I'm saying probably all of their utility, but with how many body bags are going to be there, there's going to be unlimited amounts of utility. That nade's close. That nade is very close, and it's very good. With Simsi falling, there is a small window of opportunity now. Do heroic, capitalize, and jump into that compound, because if they do, they've got some sort of a foothold to try and work off the back of against VP.
All right, Liquid on the east side, setting up. It looks like Mexi has taken the position east of Bystanders. Meanwhile, the guys are putting on pressure onto the other side of things, and they're positioning themselves well. VIRTUS Pro has a really big one to try to work with. Clip find Kimi. 1 more shot off to Apex. And there's now 2 players left from Heroic, 2 from Bystanders, and 1 from Apex. Meanwhile, there's a full 4-man from VP and Liquid. It's very likely looking like a a big fight between Virtus Pro and Team Liquid towards the end of things. If they manage to get rid of the teams that are sitting off the edges, Vasquez going to be spotted. Shots are coming in. Are they going to be able to see him off? And yeah, he's been spotted out. VP and Liquid work towards that collectively because they're on the other sides of things. More shots coming in. Apex, Tickers. He's not. Yeah, he's going to be spotted here from Mexi. Trying to drive by, Mexi's going to find him. And Mexi actually has a really good rock to work with here. It's phase 7. We are going to have another one. But Liquid is controlling all of the east. Meanwhile, VP is not too happy with their current position, I see. They are very stacked up. They want to be working towards more cover, and the next cover is very far away. A few rocks, a few trees as well here, Sims. This is going to be a rough one for them.
It is, and you can already see from the side of VP, players are missing helmets amongst them. Looking towards the side of Liquid, and they've gone for this 2-2 split, taking two much deeper angles. Mexi's actually, if he finds one nade through that gap of the window, if he manages to take these guys out, the molly, it's outside of it, just misses it for now. The next one, though, that's a pulled pin. He's holding it forward, he's lowballed. It first comes out, Ibby says thank you very much. Walk around the back, have they made note of him? Because the smokes were up there, so if he hasn't, this is phenomenal work from Mexi. There's obviously a danger leverage towards his side. If you miss that shot, you go down. That's the downside to it. You are the one-man army, and if you do not kill both of those players, you leave the rest of them standing. It's a one-for-one trade-off, so let's kind of keep that in the back of our mind. He's at least, you know, expelled 50% of bystanders' fortification they had going in there, so it's something, but it's only a trade for trade. Would you have preferred to keep 4 players alive and gone toe-to-toe against VP, or is it worth that one-for-one fight? We shall see.
The amount of pressure coming out for them, but obviously VP being 4 guys alive, they have a massive advantage. And right now, Yord is going to be staring down the barrel of Liquid, probably putting on the pressure on them. And the terrain is working okay with them. There's a slight curve, it looks. So the Earth is round, we have confirmed here. You see the slight curve on the terrain here as well, and that is due to the Earth being round. Now, jokes aside, it's working really well for them, and I think a few smokes could set them up for a nice victory. James is in a bush trying to contain Yord, and right now it's definitely Yord's opportunity to do this, and he's just going to sit still. He wants VP and Liquid to fight this off, but they want to finish him off as fast as possible. Let's see what happens. Good utility usage here.
Look at Clip. Clip's crossing the road again. Is he going to go after him? He's got him! Oh! He's only gone and done it!
Kobe.
Okay, well, here we go then. 4 versus 3 will start to unfold now. The pressure is removed from the left-hand side. This gives Liquid a little bit of breathing space. Ibby, straight hot off on the heels, moves the vehicle up towards the northern side. Jeans waits patiently. Perfect, it's there. Over the shoulder we go. 2 players in the vehicle. 1, 2, thank you. But all of a sudden, VP is on an emergency situation. Clip, last man standing. I think it's a 1 versus 1. They will stick the res. Clip, do you have it in you once again to throw the grenade of your life? Do you have any left? He does. The god nade. The pin is pulled. It's ticked. It's flying. If it hits the deck, it'll be perfect. But VP's back up and alive and kicking. If he gets this second one, it would be phenomenal on the backlines. Chases Batulins out. VP could have got away with murder here. Clip, though, wants to answer it back himself. If he gets this shot, it would be phenomenal. Batulins, Clip, 1 versus 1. Oh. The SLR finds the face. And VP, against all odds, comes out on top. And Team Liquid's dreams are denied. What a banger of a 1 versus 1 that is. It's so good to see. Clip crosses the road, takes the player out. But instantly, while he's doing that, VP responds in kind. They set it off and the firefight unfolds. And what a wild ending, Martin.
What an absolutely insane ending. And also on top of that, you know,